Hello internet, welcome back. One-on-one from this particular point here, and we are just going to reveal what is really happening with the dancing grandma with Yaya, and most of the people that actually they were just around claiming that Mwita should come and to have at least a little bit of companionship with dancing grandma. Actually, guys, that's one of the things that we are just going to make sure that we highlight one of the two things. And actually, we are just reporting over here what's really happening now. Mura is now having full access of the title deed, and Passy going to be sent away from that particular place of the place that he is staying right now. Welcome back. This is your boy here, Lucas the Traveler, coming live and clear from this particular point here. And sometimes we really appreciate much of the people who make sure that let's turn on and let's go and subscribe to Lucas the Traveler. Remember, we are just loading to success, and as we speak, the moment over here, we are going to 3,000 subscribers. And I get to understand that each and every time, each and every moment, we get to add one or two subscribers, of which is something very grateful. It's something very bringing morale, because we will add one or three subscribers. We will say, may God bless you abundantly and abundantly. And also, we really appreciate and we really welcome the much of the people, despite their positive or negative, despite any type of the comment. You just come there and just leave your comment there, because sometimes we don't answer the comments that we see. They have no, we just leave you and talk. You know, sometimes even in a school, you have to have mad people. So immediately you have this kind of the mad people, you just leave them inside there and just to be. Actually, as we started this episode here, first and foremost, let me give Hosea a credit for what he's doing, because we have seen how he's just doing a marvelous work at that particular place there. And live, as we just are going to analyze one or three things, what is really happening with Matiko. We get to understand Matiko, he is in a critical condition, just complaining over the stomach much here and there, and what is all about bringing this kind of the issues as we just going to analyze. So guys, keep it tuned as we just going to analyze and bring things according to how they are being brought on the table. This is just the beginning. Sorry for a little bit, because I get to understand that sometimes I don't have just a holding stand, so I usually carry my phone using my hand. So sometimes it is really shaking and it is really shivering, but that one cannot stop us from analyzing this kind of the things that they are really happening on the ground. Actually, I saw when Mwita was, I don't know if we're going to say that Mwita was exported, or Mwita was sent away, or Mwita was taken there just to be reused like a recycling bin. In another way around, I'm going to say that Mwita was being assisted in other way around. Because why did I say sometimes we have to have this kind of the sometimes I usually say that we have also to take everything according to how we should not be biased for one side. Mwita was sent away, was taken back to Tanzania, his multimillion home, of which most of us, we were just claiming that, we were just talking about, oh, there is if there's at all there's a way that actually Mwita even going to get in his own multimillion home, so that he's going to see his biological sons and also biological daughter, and it was something very amazing and very fantastic. But that one is not the key point of what we are daily start talking here. We got to understand in another way it was being played, and I don't know if somebody has been with somebody for more than 6 months. In Kenyan constitution, actually, even if is not legally married that person, but the Kenyan constitution usually say that is the wife to that person, if he has stayed with that particular person for a period of more than 6 months. And now when we come back, Mwita had already stayed with the dancing grandma for a period of more than 5 years. Even we get to understand that Yaya was very young when Mwita was there. Even now we can, in yesterday's video of Hosea, and also Nation One and a little bit of Kasasi. They were just there at Dancing Grandmom when they were really talking about, oh, it is a good thing that when we were opening this particular type of the house, it will make sense when Mwita will just come inside, so that Gonna going to see how the house is being opened with his fiancée. Of which I can concur with that. I can just join hand with that, because I get to understand Mwita was being used in one way or the other for the house to be constructed. Why do I say? A lot of things they were being sent, a lot of surprises that they were being sent of most of the subscribers, that let's help this a little bit of the one person or two person to make sure that everything is moving upon. And also Mwita also was being used in terms of a bigger content platform of it to make sure that the house is moving. So it will sense positive, it will sense something very appreciation and something that brings sense when this kind of the person will be back as the house is being open and now being given officially to Dancing Grandma. I think it will be something very good. It will be something very nice when actually this times it reach. And when he comes, after Lady J has already realized that what is really happening at this particular point now, he said that, oh, the content now, me and the Dancing Grandmom now is getting just kusha. And now people, they are trying to his level best so that they can just try to educate Dancing Grandmom and also to teach him how to become very sharp-minded. Now, when he talks about, and a little bit is, she is trying to understand English. And when she is trying to understand English, a little bit it will bring some confusion, because he will be getting to know what's really happening. And he said that those are people that actually they have the second man option. And now it comes to the point where now he had to take him from that particular place to transport him to Tanzania, where those people surrounding him, English is Englishing. They don't understand even a single sense of English. So anything they will be told, they will be just saying, oh, very good, very good, very good. And those people that Lady J is carrying from Nyabohanse to their places, actually they are the people actually that they cannot. What Lady J is saying, they're just there bowing, saying that our boss has said, our boss has said. So that's why you're seeing most of the time is really taking place over those kind of the people. And as we just continue with this particular video, we just analyze and we just to talk, and as we bring this kind of the issues, sometimes look at the traveler really get to be I don't know how can I say. Sometimes look at the traveler usually get worried about this kind of the issues. Even before we come on to Matiko, the person that actually the Lady J used this kind of the family. And right now we are seeing Matiko really struggling about the stomach issues, and we are really going to bring what is the cost and what is bringing this all about, because he's really complaining a lot about the stomach issue, and the way he is crying, and his parents, they were just bringing out that he has not been taking food for a quite period of time. And sometimes these are kind of the issues that we have to bring them on the table, and we have to analyze these how things are supposed to be going on the table before, because immediately something is brought on the social media, it simply means that it has to be discussed on. Those people that they will talk this and this and this, why did it came to the social media? Don't worry about that, we are just coming over there. Actually, what really disappoints, that when Mwita was being sent to Tanzania, why was Mwita being told that he should not have conversation, he should not have a talk to his wife in Kenya, to his second wife in Kenya, that he used to if you know, you know, don't worry about that. So actually he knew that these people, this kind of the people, they are going to tell them. But what Lady J does not understand, Mwita will be back here as never as before. Me, I'm telling you, today is on Sunday, and I'm telling you at this time, it is noon time, it is almost lunchtime, and I'm telling you, if you are going to watch this thing, it cannot be more than 2 months without seeing Mwita here. He knows what he was getting from dancing grandmom. Actually, he know that sugar content in it that actually he cannot miss dancing grandmom. So immediately miss him, we feel like, oh, let me go. The bad thing, all the good thing we know, and we get to understand that most of the times, Mwita, even as we really understand him, just to use a form is quite bringing some issue. But I'm telling you, the day that you'll have a direct conversation or direct talk with dancing grandmom, that is the day that he will evacuate immediately back to the village to make sure that he will to meet his wife. Actually, before we go on to Passy now, that we are just going to analyze this kind of the issues. Let's come back to Matiko. Matiko was taken to rehab. And when we saw Matiko, even his health status, the way he is looking, it can tell a lot. He's now turning to be too much brown on it. And actually sometimes we're going to say that prevention is better than cure. You know, sometimes even our subscribers sometimes get tired. Each and every day, Lucas cannot be complaining of the same issues. Today, Lucas complain of the same issue. And he is being warned that Lucas the Traveler, make sure you do this and this and this. But because me, I trust that, oh, somebody else will come a video and start shooting, then immediately start shooting this kind of the video, I will get a help. So I get myself more lazy and lazy. So what will happen sometimes, some minutes, when it comes and find out that this subscriber now is tired about, because you never understand what is tomorrow and what is today. We get to understand that you know, sometimes you can get even the kidney. They are now getting some issues in Matiko's body. You can get that one because somebody, he might be taking, because we get to understand that he don't have a wife that can make sure that maybe he cooks best food for him, or even not even must be a best food. He can also even make porridge, of which those are the common found things that a normal a human being cannot lack. Something like a porridge, something like sweet potatoes, something like githeri, because I get to understand right now maize are now being harvested. Now it is something very common of it, something very common. So these are something that actually you're going to find them. Now when he gets out from taking a little bit of liquor that we talk that is kienyeji liquor, a normal local, I don't know why this kind of the person is not being warned that you should not engage yourself towards this kind of the issue. You should not engage this. They could have already found the solution of this kind of the person. If he cannot leave these all things, then they could find out how can we help this kind of the person. You know, sometimes prevention is more than cure. Right now, it is now all about the social media that somebody to chip in so that this kind of the person might be helped in hospital or in whichever the places. You know, it does not sound common. It does not bring any type of the sense. Yes, we get to understand maybe that Lady J might have used the money that it was sent to Matiko so that he's going to go to rehab. And maybe he was not given the best rehabilitation ever. Maybe they go there and they inject him a little bit of multivitamin syringe, and for him to become so fat, and then they come on and start talking about, oh, Omera naenda kufata? Naenda kufata? Usijari namalizia tu kidogo. I'm just telling one of the people that they are just around here, making sure that things are moving over here. That I'm just going to bring them food in a very few minutes after I have just finished with this kind of the video. After I just finish with this kind of the video, I have to rush to that particular place to make sure that at least they have to get something in the stomach to give them morale so that they're going to continue with it. Work. Fantastic, guys. And as we just are going to analyze, you know, one thing that I'm sympathizing a lot, if at all there could be a help that actually I could advocate for, is the help of the child, the young child of Matiko. That is a total innocent child. He don't know where to go. He does not know where it comes from. Now he's just there without good motherly love, without good fatherly love. Because, you know, okay, we don't say that it is bad of this same person to be helped too much. No, it's also good. But sometimes what I was trying to say is that when somebody is being helped for a quite period of time, then one of the persons said that the money that actually had submitted for this kind of the person to be helped, he has not consumed it into its fullest. He has not changed. So automatically this person will not be happy. That's the point, and that's the truth. He will not be happy. No, that today I help Lucas the Traveler to do this and this, but instead of even Lucas the Traveler to do this and this, he's doing even the more and worse and worse. So what should I do? Automatically somebody might be evacuated with it immediate effect and leave him with his own life, because he does not want to change. So if somebody does not, even when in a school, when you go there, then the teacher teaches you a lot of time and you are not getting it and you are not understand, the teacher say that, oh, to hell, let me leave you. That is what it is there, and that is common fact of it, and that is the truth, and that is the reality of the things. Coming back, before even we analyze this kind of the issue, because we get to understand the second wife of Matiko, he was being second wifed by soprano person, and when he was being second wife by soprano person and was taken somewhere. Now the husband is being left. I don't know what if something happened bad, will the soprano person go and tell him, no, let's go and pick on your husband? Please have mercy and let that kind of the lady to come back and cook for this kind of the man, so that he's going to become at least the moment he's supposed to be coming on. And but one thing that I can advocate for the good care of the little bit of the child, because that is an innocent child totally. He does not know what is happening and what is going. Sometimes we bring people on the world, but we don't know how to take care of them. That is true. Sometimes cucumberizing, it becomes something sweetest. So when you cucumberize somebody and then you bring a lot of children that even you cannot take care of them, so it becomes something hectic. It becomes something that even does not bring any sense. And the least sense, we are just trying to create ourselves a little bit of curses and something like that, because we have brought a human being to come and suffer in this world, of which is not a good thing. But that's what it is, and that's what is picking up. Coming back to its past, what is really happening to its past? Later on, at first, Passy just started a lot of commotion, talking about, Mura has to evacuate, and with immediate effect, so that the wall going to be abolished. So that when the wall abolished, I have my own freedom to access to the river, which is something good. But what is really going on right now? Has he get an access to the river? Has he get something? Why is it? Come on and tell us what is really happening. And when you come out and try to explain us, tell us, your father-in-law, have he given out the title deed? And because we know right now the conduct does not want to leave your father-in-law, and that's the point blank, and they know the only option, the only equipped thing that they have to do is all about to take the title deed. And after they just picked on the title deed, I'm telling you, Passy, you'll be done and you'll not have anything to talk, because you'll have been tied yourself in a very huge rope that you actually cannot release yourself. Guys, that's what is popping out at this moment of speaking, as we speak at this the particular point, to make sure that everything is peeping out. Remember, this one is your boy here, Lucas the Traveler, just to make it to success. That's what I believe. Much kudos to much of my subscriber that has to make sure that the Lucas the Traveler have to make it happen, and they subscribe, they share, and if you have not shared to a friend, make sure that you share to your friend, and also the friend to share to the friend, so that at the end of the day, we're going to make it happen. Despite what comes, we have to stand with the strongest energy ever, because we believe today is today and tomorrow is another day. We don't know what is going to happen in a very few minutes from now. Keep it tuned, keep it locked, as next episode coming very soon. Actually, it is a little bit shiny today, and you are seeing me having two sweaters. I have this one and I have outside here, and in my legs here I'm fully equipped. Like you can just see, I'm fully equipped with my legs, because I had to work very early in the morning to make sure that things are moving. And sometimes I feel yesterday I felt not good, and I actually went to the hospital, and I was diagnosed and found with malaria, a little bit of malaria. So I don't know what's really happening, because the other day I was a little bit sick, and right now again I was found with malaria, and I'm under treatment, and I've been inside put it with a little bit of drugs to make sure that things are just my body will little bit change on, and everything is just going to be fantastic. And also, and I'm under medication. You should take medication in the morning, evening, and afternoon. So that's what it is. But sometimes the doctor told me, Lucas, and also you need to be getting a little bit of rest, because you understand that you move, you work a lot. You should at least have a 1 day to rest and a little bit, because the person who organized me, he knows me very, very well. He is telling me that relax. I know it is very difficult for you to relax, but it will force you to relax actually even 2 hours or 3 hours. But if you relax, and when you beat your pocket here and there, you see that you don't have money, say, no, if I relax, what my family will eat, what my beloved baby will eat, it forced me to go and work extra and extra hard. So I don't know if for any kind of, because right now I think after finishing this one, I need to get a medicinal, talk about the local medicine, so that I be drinking, to prevent this kind of this. And even I feel my body is exhausted somehow. So maybe I'm going to rest, but I don't think if it will happen, because I'm still working. I want to rush somewhere to do 1 2 3 things, and I will see you shortly.